Nobody wins when the family feud. Early this week, Boosie Badazz took to social media to speak on his lawsuit against his brother Hatch, Taquari, and Young Blue. According to the Louisiana-born rapper, it hasn't come without a cost, as it resulted in a falling out between him and his own mother. He claimed that even though it's caused tension among his family, he still plans to go through with the suit, as he maintains that it's the right thing to do. I lost a relationship with my mom and everything, he explained. But I don't give a damn. You think I'm dropping this lawsuit? I swear to God I ain't. You know how I see it. Forge my signature on a 10 million contract. On a contract, the CEO gets half of whatever you sign. You forge my contract. It don't get no dirtier than that. Then he did it like 2 times. He also added that forgery's not no game, man. This is what his brother TQ said on Instagram story. I'm trying to keep it positive, but what I'm witnessing with my brother is the dirtiest ish I've ever seen. Lying on social media, throwing me under the bus for paperwork we agreed on, then years later, claiming forgery for money. Now, painting a negative picture of my mama like he was treated unfairly or like she's ever done anything to him. He's going to be punished for this ish. His brother, TQ, has now responded to this explanation, claiming that Boosie's not being completely honest. According to him, Boosie agreed to the contract that he's accused of forging and is only suing for his own financial gain. I'm trying to keep it positive, but what I'm witnessing with my brother is the dirtiest ish I've ever seen. A recent Instagram story reads, lying on social media, throwing me under the bus for paperwork we agreed on? Oh man. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem as though their beef shows signs of slowing down anytime soon. What do y'all think of Boosie Badass Brothers' response to his explanation? And would you sue one of your siblings for financial reasons? Or is it something that you can take care of in-house? Man, they always say never do business with family, because if the business goes south, then that can alter relationships family relationships. So Boosie, I can see both sides of this, right? Boosie, obviously, if you have a brother and families who you trust, right, especially in such a sketchy business. So if your own family's doing you dirty and going behind your back doing forgery and whatnot, then I can understand the frustration. But at the same time, you got a brother who doesn't make nearly half as much as Boosie. And granted, um, he probably doesn't deserve it. He doesn't have the musical talent and prowess that Lil Boosie possesses. So he probably doesn't deserve the same amount of money. So he's thinking this little signature ain't gonna affect him, but it's worth millions of dollars. So I can see his kind of point of view. Like, man, my brother been rich forever. I think this little petty money ain't gonna, you know what I mean, move the scale or for him. So I can see that perspective. I'm not justifying it, but I can understand that. But for two men that share the same mother, it seems like there's some kind of common ground that they can meet at, and somebody can mediate and mitigate that situation. Because Boosie himself is a gangster, and you saying forgery is nothing to play with, and you hate snitches. So that right there is a contradicting thing. If you're willing to prosecute your brothers and say that he forged your signature, knowing that that is a legal crime and carries some kind of punishment, that's a form of snitching. And we know Boosie is anti-snitch king, right? He stood on his square with that. Hasn't changed his opinion regardless of the flack he's gotten from the community. So it's interesting. What do y'all think though?